Welcome to DeadWinter, another episode of the Zombie Survival Podcast. I am DM Vince, sitting alongside of me.
Is Steven playing Dr. David Nobles?
Yeah, playing Mike Van Carr.
Corey playing Petrov Koronsky.
So Sal is unable to be with us this week. He had apologized, but we're going to explain his character in a moment. So the last time you guys left off, you were down in the emergency cellar that you had found. There was a giant horde that happened to show up after all the noise that Walt was making outside, which is what attracted it. You were heading over to the Family Dollar store to go confront that group and found out it was an old rival named Zach, who, well, really isn't an old rival of yours, but he was an old rival of one of your former running mates that you had, Shep, who has left the group for now, who may be back one day, who knows. Once you guys found the horde, you ran and found this emergency, what was it? It looked like a storm cellar, like for the tornadoes. Yeah. You went in there to hide out, and then you found a secret passage that led deeper into the base. As you went into the passageway, you found there was another room, and it looked like it was a dead end, but then a false wall fell down, and a bunch of zombies came pouring out, and you guys took care of them. Walt was busy guarding the entrance at the time. When you finally cleaned up the mess and went back to check, Walt is sound asleep on the cot. You could see he kind of, you don't know where he is because you just hear the, and you're looking around and you see he buried himself into one of the cots near the door, so he would hear the door come flying open, but they wouldn't see him right away. So you kind of looked around, then you finally see him under these blankets and you hear him snoring away. And that's where we left it off, right there. I'll leave it to you guys now. Steven, you are there present with the group.
Yeah, the whole point of us being down here was to avoid the horde. Should we just see what supplies are down here and just cut our losses with those guys upstairs and take what we have here?
You found another tunnel, right? The one that zombies came out of.
We find a very interesting looking tunnel, yes.
Okay. So do you guys want to, what are you going to do? You going to continue searching or?
Yeah.
Yes, let us go into a secret underground facility, yes.
You got a baseball bat now. Can whack some people.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
All right, Doctor, are you okay after you were attacked by a small horde of zombies?
Just superficial, nothing serious.
Yeah, none of you had any real wounds or anything. You dispatched the zombies quite quickly.
Yeah, we are professionals, of course.
But after going back into the room and saying, I don't know, how are you going to deal with the Walt situation? You're just going to leave him be?
Oh my God, Loud Man is finally quiet. Let us just let him sleep.
I think we're safer with him asleep.
Yes.
He's very tired. I think we should let him sleep.
Good. We are in agreement. He will be our emergency siren. If zombies come in, he scream and die, and we run away.
I don't see a downside to that.
I do. You see him working with that axe? Did great. But yeah, he was very tired, so
okay.
Let's just let him stay.
So you guys creep out of the room while Walt is sound asleep in the little bunk there, buried like a little bug in a rug. You head back into that room where that false wall was. You see there is a long, dark hallway. You guys do have your flashlights out, and you can see, and there is an awful smell coming from this direction as well. Steven, you recognize it, obviously being a doctor of decaying bodies. The other two of you do recognize the smell is probably something dead. Steven, definitely, yeah, there's someone who's been in here dead a long time. He's going, woof, yeah.
Yeah, we already encountered some undead down here, and I think we're all smelling that. Let's keep an eye out in case anything wants to pop out at us.
I had to get my book. Okay. So you're going to head down the hallway and just...
Carefully. We will carefully sneak down the hallway.
Sure about that? All right, you finally go down the hallway. You spin around to we'll say the west. You're heading south. You turn to the west now at this point, and in this room, it continues down the hallway. But off to the side, you see some communication equipment, like an old radio, a ham radio, maybe a little bit more advanced than a ham radio. I'm trying to think of the next step up. I guess it's just a comms radio, military comms radio, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
You see it there. It's kind of just sitting there on the side, turned off. You see some official documents to the side of it. You're going to take a closer look at them if you want, or...
Of course, I have to read these documents.
Okay. The documents don't really say anything except some emergency codes on it, but it does have the seal of Texas on it.
What is this, the FEMA Institute down here?
Yes, do we see any FEMA logos?
No, you do not see FEMA logos. You do see the
We
seal of
see
Texas,
official-
though.
The Steel of Texas.
Are we in governor's house, perhaps?
There is a seal of the governor of Texas on this paper, too.
And it's right by a family store, so this is definitely not common knowledge. Let's open it up, see what we found.
Open what? The radio?
The documents.
The
The
documents.
documents.
Oh, they're just documents with codes on it. That's all. Some weird
And what are all the
coding.
codes?
32156 122. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's not. It's not.
What? We have to have a detailed explanation of every single code. Come on, man.
The
But-
codes are. Anybody have any military code skills, radio skills?
My guy was a
let's
soldier.
see.
Your guy was a soldier. Okay, hold on. See if Corey has anything also.
Well, I don't know. Since you redid my character, he used to be former,
Soviet
but-
Union.
No, I am from Bulgaria.
Oh, so
Not
he's
Soviet Union.
worthless then. Okay.
No, he's actually from there, but he lies to you all. But no. Yeah. I don't even code anything. Where would I have a code anything?
You have anything
Uh,
military wise? No.
Shooting, stealth, survival, thievery.
No.
I speak
right.
2 languages.
Jeff, Steven, you have anything? You're probably not, right? Okay. Jeff, basically, your guy recognized it as response codes, so they could verify the source. So when you're talking back and forth, you give a code, so you know it's a valid person type thing. It's not a fake
Okay, so
transmission.
I check out these codes. Would I recognize any of them?
Probably not, because they're based on the official Texas government, so probably National Guard. Would your guy a National Guard person or just military?
I think general military.
Probably not. I mean, you recognize the format is what it is. You're like, oh,
Okay.
those are
Those are response codes.
the best I could describe it. When there's a radio transmission, they give a code. You're supposed to respond with a code in times of emergency to make sure there's not like another government trying to trick.
It's verification codes. Is all they are.
Boom. Thank you. Verification codes.
I checked the radio. What frequency was it set on?
And what model is it?
It doesn't matter what the model is. It's a military model, and it says "fuck you, Corey" on it. That's the model.
Oh, more
Oh, I
advanced.
remember
model.
these. We use these all over the military. The fucking quarries.
It's on a band that's not normally used by people. It's a government channel, pretty much. Emergency broadcast channel 3221. I don't know.
All right, so I don't blast the speakers, but I turn them up a little bit louder so I could possibly hear 'em
The
through
radio is
headset.
not on.
Okay.
There's no power.
Before I turn this on, oh, it has no power whatsoever.
There's no power as far as you can tell. You
Let's
could try
check
flipping
for-
the switch.
Before I do that, let's check for any.
I flipped the
secret
switch.
Doors.
It just nothing.
Power is dead. Let us move on.
I said, let's check for secret doors. So
There is a
There's nothing
giant
to-
door to your west.
that looks pretty
Uh,
secret.
Is this secret door to you?
The door is in the style of like a vault door or a submarine door with the wheel in the middle.
Oh, okay.
A thick blast door.
Like a vault door, but can we since that's a vault door, right?
Mhm.
Can we tell where the smell is coming from inside the room?
You can do a little bit of a searching if you want.
Done. Let us search for the source of the smell.
Okay.
How do we search? Is that like notice?
Investigation or notice or
Notice. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your
random
notices,
die.
and don't forget D6 with your die. Let me know. Any one of them explode, you roll it again.
I got 7.
7. You even got a 2.
I got a 3.
Corey, from behind you in the corner, you see a rotting and decaying soldier sitting there.
I found source of smell. This person, as they say, dealt it.
Is the head completely rotted through, or should we cave that in to be safe?
He looks like
Eh.
his body looks like. Since you're asking, it looks like it's been chewed up, and no, he doesn't. He didn't turn because they just basically ate him.
He's already been destroyed. It is fine.
Does he have a form of
rifle through his
identification
pockets.
on him?
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rifle through his pockets.
This looks like the source of those zombies that you had encountered a few moments ago. They were munching on this the whole time. But what are you looking for exactly? You just looking for papers and stuff like that, or?
ID, who he is, what his job was, et cetera, et cetera. Some people have order papers on them, some don't, you know.
All right. So his
Diploma.
name is Corporal Anderson. He's with the 5th Division. And his orders were comms. He was just the comms division.
Comms.
So he was probably the guy that operated this radio.
Well, I would say that since nobody has come in here and checked on him, more likely what's on the other side of that vault door is
Oh yes,
Probably
more
nothing
zombies,
around.
of course. Zombies, spiders, freaky clown men. They're all there.
I don't think so. Maybe. I think they'd probably be gone by now.
We will find out.
Well, we gotta figure out how to turn this radio on.
Does he have any ammo on him?
He has a 9mm on his belt.
All right, I'm gonna take his ammo.
You could take his gun too.
I already have one.
He would probably have 1 extra magazine on him.
So I take the one out of the gun and the one there.
Yeah.
So 2 mags. Okay.
It doesn't fit your gun. No,
Oh,
I'm
shut
kidding. Yeah, it's
Besides-
we're just universal. So
Besides,
I say I
Pocket
have a
the-
9mm, so
Take the empty gun as well, just in case the other one gets broken or stolen. You still have a backup.
good idea. I will take.
besides the dead corporal and the radio, is there anything else like maps or papers on the wall or something?
there is just the state of Texas map. That's about it.
So they
said-
basically it's a bare room.
I mean, there's pictures on
Communications
the
room.
wall. It's a communications room. There's charts, nothing that you can read.
Let's do a quick inventory of the supplies we found down here, because like I said, we may not even have to deal with the jerks up above. There's enough down here we can sneak out.
I think the whole point you were going there is to get revenge. That was the whole point.
Well, the mission's changed.
I don't even remember what the mission was, but I'm in.
It wasn't
Let's do
revenge.
this.
They took our needed supplies. We had to get it back, but if we found an
Oh,
alternate
yeah.
supplies,
Well, that and they destroyed our vehicle.
true enough. But we can always steal one of theirs, and load up the supplies we have here, and leave town.
We
I
gotta
like
distract
your
them.
idea, Doctor. Let us look for supplies in this underground military installation. I'm sure
And we're
nothing will
taking
go
the
wrong.
sisters with us, right?
That's what I suppose.
Sure, of course. I totally did not forget about them. Let us open this door carefully. I will carefully open the
Alright.
vault door.
All right. Yeah. After spinning the loud, squeaky wheel,
Stealth. I could do it stealthily.
It makes even more noise.
it goes. Are you rolling?
I did for stealth, but I only got a 5. So you know what?
So you open the door, and in this room, after looking around quickly, there's a giant table with chairs all around it, and there's some papers, there's some cups, there's some rotting food. The room does go. There is a hallway past this room. From the looks of this room, the best way I could describe it is as a conference room. There are some flags of Texas around. There's an American flag. There's some plaques all around the table as if
Yeah,
people had
it's
their
a
designated
conference.
seats.
It's like a military conference room that you see in movies, right?
What are the names on the plaques?
Looking around the name of the plaques, anybody we would recognize?
Yeah,
Any government
senators.
officials, public?
Yeah, senators of probably of Texas.
Which ones?
I can't say real ones, so I got to make up names.
It's fine. You don't have to.
Senator that and Senator Will. There.
Boom. I voted for that.
How about Will?
You don't think
Fuck that guy.
the zombies we fought earlier could have been any of these guys, do you?
Oh,
God,
there is a very
possibly.
good chance.
But
We have killed government officials. It is okay.
the zombies that we killed, did they look like they had uniforms on?
No, they were, in fact, in suits.
Ah, so we did kill. It is okay. We perform coup. No big deal.
Performed a
You sound like you're used to performing coups there.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Is there papers on the desk or anything? Something you could look
Yes,
through?
there are some various papers scattered around. There is an agenda paper talking about the virus that has hit Texas and most states, and the agenda is basically going over the virus, what they think it is, and how to resolve the issue.
Okay, what do they think it is?
They think it is an airborne virus.
And
That's
how
what
do
they
they think to
think.
resolve the issue?
The only way to resolve the issue was to quarantine everybody and slowly, and in fact, it actually says slowly start killing those that are infected.
Do they know how
You
to?
think-
Does it say how to see who's infected?
No, they did not get that far.
Well, I wouldn't imagine so, considering how long dead that corporal was.
Oh, it is fine. How many doors in this room?
None. There's a hallway at the end that leads out.
Out where?
You gonna follow it? It leads out of
Yeah,
the
we're
Well-
exploring
room.
this.
Yeah, we're exploring. We'll go out of the room.
All right, so the hallway goes down and it turns down to the south. You had a couple 100 feet, and then there's a door in front of you
Wow.
or a hallway to your east.
couple 100 feet. That's pretty far.
Took us about an hour to get there.
Yeah, about an hour.
About
Yeah.
an hour.
Bigger than a leg. Well, never mind.
Shut up.
So,
Alright.
you said it leads out, like outside.
Out of the room.
No,
Out of the
To
room.
another door. Is it just the one door?
There's a hallway to your east. You can go that way. There is no door that way, or you can go through the door. Same type of door.
How many doors are in the hallway? Just the one? Just the two? Want to go into
Just
the
the
conference room?
one.
lead
I'm
out?
gonna stealthily crack open that door, just to see what's
It's
in
the
it.
same type of door.
It's in fact the same room. We didn't see the other door.
When you open the door for this room, the smell hits you like boom right in the face. You start to hear some noise of something moving.
I close the door.
Okay.
Stealthily.
When
It
you
is
did
occupied.
look in there really quickly, you did see a bunch of lockers, a bunch of bags, some benches. It kind of looked like a locker changing room area type deal. But you close
So
the
we
door,
smell this. Everybody's just underpants.
Yeah.
It is occupied. We move on.
and then you hear bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
They're going to alert everything in here if we don't take care of this.
Fine. Get ready. Does the door open out or in?
In this one. Yeah, this is an in. They're mostly, I'm just going to declare they're all going to open inwards from now on.
All right. I will kick down door. You two take care of zombie. Got it?
Why is the
Okay.
doctor always the one in the front of line combat?
Because you are a big, strong, sexy man. You must fight.
Now, I don't
That is
want
how
to,
it works.
I don't really want to tell you what to do, Corey, but this is a giant metal door that you're going to break your foot on if you're going to
No, let
kick
him do
the-
it.
No, no, no,
Fine.
No, by all means, you could do it, but
You open the. You get the door where it starts to open, and then you kick it so it flings that force into whoever's behind it. You don't try to kick it.
Okay.
Down.
you,
I'm trying
now
to
that
hit the
you
door into who's behind it.
now that
The
you
old Mike
explained
could.
it, thank you, because you
Sorry,
just I'm
sorry,
kicking the
sorry.
door down.
The old Mike could.
Yes, the old Mike could have, but the new Petrov actually might be able to as well. So,
All right, so you
All right.
crack open the door just a little bit, like you
just
said,
enough.
and then you're just going to put your foot on it and go whoa and kick it.
Whoosh, shove it in. Yes.
Give me a strength roll for that. I just want to see how much oomph you put into it.
All
Double
right.
ones, double ones, double one. No.
No. Fuck you. What is my strength? That's right. My strength went up. I upgraded it. That exploded, right? 10 on a D10 explodes, right?
Yeah, actually it does.
Hell yeah. That's only 12, but still, I got 12.
You put as much force as possible, and it flings open, and you hear something go "Bleh!" and fall to the ground. Obviously, you flash your flashlights with your guns, and you see about 6 of these creatures with black liquid coming out of their mouth, just coming towards you. You see one on the ground in front of you, like kind of laying down after you shoved him through with the door.
Knocked
But
him back a few feet, I imagine.
yeah, oh yeah. I will let you guys go first. Since
Close
you,
the door so that way we can keep doing that. Since they can just keep walking at us.
Actually, yeah, if they keep hitting it, just close it open. Close it.
I mean, they are kind of dumb, so I mean, you could do that.
We need to take care of this. Who goes first?
Whomever you guys want, Jeff.
Mike will be in the front
Mike.
line.
All right, Mike, jump in.
All right, Mike swings his bat at the first zombie he sees.
All right.
Oh, we were doing this silently? Oh,
You're just gonna crack a bat.
I was just going to pop a cap, but you know.
So fighting.
Yeah. Well, you're using your bat, so yeah.
Yes, everybody was kung fu fighting.
6.
All righty.
Do I roll again? Because it's D6.
Oh, you rolled a d6 on the wild die.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Well,
get,
I was on the main dice, but yeah.
if you roll the highest number on whatever die, one of the 2 of them, you get to roll it again.
Okay. 6 and the 2, so 8.
All right. You do hit, and you do get a raise. So go ahead and roll your damage plus an extra d6.
So my damage is what, strength? I
You
don't
did
know
not
what
write down the damage for a bat?
No.
It's strength
Nope.
plus whatever the bat does.
All right.
Probably a D6 or a D4. Do you think it does more damage than a survival knife?
Yeah, we'll do strength plus d4.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll those 2.
Wait, do I need a wild die?
Oh,
No.
not
My
for
damage.
damage.
You just roll the dice of the strength and the actual damage, and then if they explode, they explode. You just roll those again as well.
All right, so I got a 15 with 1 being a 6.
15. Okay.
And 6.
You have to roll. You have to roll the strength die also.
I did.
Okay.
So that's another 6. So that's 21.
I
25.
think you should just stop and be like, he just hits off the head. Just knocks it off.
25.
Yeah, you bash his head right in, Jeff. Where you just kind of do this 1-2 swing combo, and you just see his head go right off.
Ooh, it hit one of the other zombies, knocked him down. Come on. You want to.
Roll for it.
No, I'll give it. That's fun. So we'll do a
I go
percentage.
high.
High. All right. On a d6, high. Well, that dice went flying. So we'll do another one. And you got it. I rolled a 6.
Yay.
He went flying, and the other one knocked him on the ground. Didn't do much to him, but just went, "Ah!" and he fell to the ground.
No damage, just like a stun, you know?
Yeah, that's fine. Corey, no, actually, it'd be Steven's turn.
So just to confirm, if I'm shooting one of them that's coming at us, I use my shooting skill first, which is a D4 and a D6.
Yep.
The D6 is the wild one,
Right.
and see if it hits from there, and then we do the damage that's on the gun.
Correct.
Okay.
So you're looking for. Go ahead.
So 3 on the wild, so nothing special there, but the D4 exploded. I rolled a 4, so
So
I'm
roll
gonna
it again.
reroll that.
Yeah.
2, so 6 for that.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Which is a 3 and a 2, so just 5.
5, okay. So you, boom, boom, you squeeze a couple shots into the zombie. He seems to still be heading right towards you. Corey,
I will also pop a cap in his ass.
same one?
Yes, but where's my shooting skill? There's my shooting skill.
I did the error of playing Resident Evil where I aim for the chest and not the head.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a waste of
Rookie
ammo to
mistake.
shoot him in the chest. Always go for the head.
Rookie mistake. So about that double one thing you were talking about earlier,
How fond are you of your thumb?
what happens then, hypothetically?
Bad things. Bad things. So,
I never
Shoots Mike, that's in
confirmed.
melee.
I never said that I had a double one. I was just a hypothetical. Yeah, I got double ones. I got double ones. It's
Somebody
So-
slipped on a zombie. Now
So
he's
do-
middle of the pack.
so. Do I shoot myself or do I shoot them too?
no. So what happens is Petrov is like, no, I got this, and he steps in. He starts walking in for a nice aimed shot like this, and all of a sudden a zombie just goes, "Rah!" and scares you to the fact you're like, ah, and you throw your gun across the room. See, don't you glad
No.
Steven told you to keep that other gun?
Thank you, Doctor. That was very
No.
good advice.
While that was probably not the worst thing that can happen, it was the nice worst thing that can happen. So.
I was
I
going to
dropped
say
those-
you were being very nice. Thank you, Vince.
Yeah, since it was your first critical failure, I figured I'd be a little bit nice.
Yeah, that was the first time I did double ones.
Of course, you could have always used your. Was it?
You know what? The gun goes flying. We're gonna add to this now.
Oh God.
The gun goes flying, and it lands on the ground and may go off. So, Jeff, be fair. Roll percentage for me, and anything above 50%, the gun goes off.
Well, couldn't he use? What was it called?
A Benny.
No,
Benny.
you're not
I-
allowed
I
to use that.
I saved those for like when I'm about to die.
No,
anyway.
snake eyes, as they call it, cannot be bennied.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's part of the rules.
86.
So the gun goes off. It ricochets into the room. Now, there is a percentage chance that's going to hit either you or the zombie. Jeff, I'll let you roll again. Anything
Okay.
below 50, it hits the group. Above 50, it hits the zombie.
I take back my "you were going easy on me" Vince.
I'm being creative.
81.
81. So it hits one of the zombies. Go ahead, Corey, go ahead and roll your damage.
8.
8. All right. We'll say it's that zombie. So you hit the zombie after you threw the gun, and like a scared little girl, you went, ah! And threw it. Yeah, just like
Hey.
Jeff did.
Still hit the zombie. I still got them.
And then goes bing, brr, brr, it hits the zombie in the back, and he goes forward like that, but he still seems to be moving forward. Everybody has gone now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So the zombie that was next to you that scared you, Corey's going to go first since he's right there next to you, apparently.
Let me guess. He's going to change his mind and go after the doctor, right?
Stop trying to kill your fucking doctor.
No.
I'm not
he's-
trying.
Since all the
to.
zombies saw you scream like a little girl, they're going after all pets.
You made the loudest noise, so they're like, we're going to munch you.
No, the gun
Uh,
made the loudest noise, and it's over away from us. Wouldn't some of them turn and face it?
You had the silencer on, so it went.
No.
Because that was funny, yes, that's what happened.
Damn it, Jeff.
Okay, so the zombie launches onto you and tries to take a bite. What is your, let's see here.
What is my what?
I'm looking for your toughness.
Is strength included in toughness?
It's the number there is what it is.
Oh,
We
7.
already adjusted
It
it.
is what it is.
What'd you get?
Well, my toughness is 7.
Okay, so that's fine. That's pretty high, actually. So the
And
zombie.
I was just saying because I boosted my strength, but I didn't boost anything else that went around it. So,
I did it on the chart.
oh, you already did it. Okay.
So the zombie. Okay, so he basically tries to bite you, but you shove him right off of you. essentially you have, let's say you have like a thick coat on, or like a leather coat, which makes sense to have that on, these type of things.
Yeah.
He bites that, but he's still attached to you. He's like right on your arm, but you're like, oh, that's not doing much. Just like that.
Cheap leather jacket, anyway.
I've had too much vodka for you to bite me.
There is another zombie right in front of you. He's going to go after you as well, since you're right there in range.
It is okay, Doctor. It is my turn to die.
I respect
We take
that.
turns, right?
Your parry is what?
5.
5. Okay, so he does hit you again. You have 2 zombies chomping on you now. Explode. Ooh.
Ah.
Oh.
It was nice knowing you, gentlemen.
You said your
Goodbye.
toughness was 7?
Yeah.
I exploded and just hit 7. That's it. So basically, you have another one on your other arm, so you're like
2
this.
zombies just on me. Okay.
Zombie mentality would be to probably just chomp on you, because that's what they see. But they're going to just shuffle past because you look like you're a taken meal.
Well, I was going to say, remember that Mike is also in the room with me. Dr. Nobles is the only one standing there watching this.
Very
getting
true.
ready to
That's
close
meta.
the door,
That's
I
meta.
imagine.
We're not allowed to use meta.
Closes the door, goes back to where
Like-
the other guy is, shoots him in the head, and survives off the supplies down here for the rest of his days.
And then gets laid. No.
Zombie.
I know where the sisters
Blah.
are.
All right, so the other ones, look at Jeff, who looks like a tasty meal.
You mean Mike?
Jeff, Mike, same shit.
Yeah.
I have Jeff's stuff here, and his parry is a 5. Okay.
Yeah.
They completely miss Jeff, and next guy, he also misses Jeff. God damn it! Why did I save all the
What the
rolls
hell,
for
man?
Corey? And the last one is going to shuffle towards Dr. Nobles.
Doesn't he have to stand up, though? He was the one that fell down, right?
He's going to crawl,
Oh, okay.
so that's fine.
He goes for Corey's ankles. The-
Yeah, so I can have one attached. I should need to have one attached
The
on each
weakest
limb,
part of me
right?
is my ankles.
Dr. Nobles' parry is a 6. Nah, that's not even close. All right, it is your turns.
I like how looking at my defensive stats, 666. Thanks, Vince.
You're welcome. Jeff, back to you. You're first one to go in the room there. A couple zombies tried to go after you, and you kind of ducked and weaved and got out of the way. But you do see Petrov is like, oh, with 2 zombies on him.
Well, I got a couple of
I would
zombies
not
on me.
go. Oh.
So I'm going to push one zombie into the other so they both fall down.
They boom fall down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give me your fighting.
Hopefully I don't pull a Corey. I got a 5.
5. Okay, you hit it. You do. You push them, and the zombie goes backwards, and he falls into the other one, knocking him down to the ground. That is your turn. Dr. Nobles. There's a zombie crawling after you, trying to bite your ankles. He's like,
Curb stomp.
Can I just, since he's within melee range, presumably, can I just bring my survival knife right down into its skull and give it a little twist?
fighting. Mm-hmm. So you're doing a called shot. That's fine.
He said bring it down. He didn't say bring it down where.
He said skull.
Ooh.
Did you say so?
I got a 3 on the wild, but I got a 8 on the D8, so that exploded. That's a 7.
7
so
total.
15.
15 total. All right. So give me, you're going to have, let's see, 1 and then 2. Okay. So you got a bunch of raises there. 3. Okay. So add an extra D6 to your damage on top of everything else.
All right, and survival knife is strength D6
Plus D.
D4.
He has an
Yeah,
extra because of his martial arts and everything. He raises it up one more die. Yeah, he
Right,
gets
so it's-
a special ability. Add them all together, and any dice that rolls top number, you can roll it again.
Nothing rolled top, but I got 13 total.
13 total. Zombie. All right, you right in his head. You give a twist, and he just goes. No, he's dead.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Thank you.
No, he's right in the
no,
head.
No, you stay down. You stay down.
Now it's down back
A
to
little twist.
back to Petrov, who has 2 zombies on him, biting, gnawing away at his leather coat that he just found. It's beautiful and Corinthian
It was so
leather.
Clean. So clean in dirty apocalypse. All right. So I'm going to try to just shove them off of me at this point.
Try.
Think I could just do a strength and just try to shove both of them off?
Well, you have a D10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
Well, I got a 5 with the D10, but my wild die got a 6. So
Okay.
yes, 2 6s and a 1. So I got 13.
Gamble.
Fuck
Gamble?
yeah, gamble.
Yeah.
I
You got the 1.
13.
That means it cancels it all out.
No, it does not.
That would be the gamble rules.
True, but I didn't gamble.
I missed those. I missed that one day. Gamble? And Corey going, oh, no. Anyway. Okay. So I'll let you describe it. Yeah, you do it, but I want you to describe how it happens.
I just, since they're on my arms, I just lunge forward and shove them back down, just trying to get distance between us. That's it.
Boring.
May I ask
Fine,
a
I do a couple of backflips while I'm flipping them around above my head and just kind of flip them like a rodeo clown, okay?
You shove them right away. Actually, one of them heads towards the zombies that are over where Jeff's area, or Mike's area, I should say. But Jeff, you were saying something.
I'll say, would they trip over the zombies that are already on the floor?
There are none on the floor, but one does trip over the ones that you knocked onto the ground. Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like other zombies.
Yeah, does he trip one of them on the others?
Yes. His one on his left. We'll say you're to his left. So there are
Zombie
3
pile.
zombies on the floor, like, blah, yeah, moving around.
How'd that go again?
Blah. So that is your turns. The ones on the floors are going to stand up and attack you, Jeff.
Does
Wait,
it
can I
take
just
their turn
add to
stand
the
up?
number of...
What?
Doesn't it take them a turn to stand up?
They can stand up and attack. It's fine. Anybody can
They get to
stand up and
move
attack.
and
It's
then
just-
attack?
Yeah, it's just move and then attack since you're right there. So
So I'm sorry I gave you an additional zombie to fend off there.
first one tries to launch himself at you as he gets up. Jeff, you just take a step to the side. The next one got an exploding 6.
Ooh.
Another exploding 6. Oh, I'm on a roll.
What?
I think he hit.
And the final one is a 4. So he got 12 and 16. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 raises on you. My God, Jeff, you're gonna die.
Well,
Benny
I'm going
time,
after
Jeff.
Petrov.
Benny, Jeff, use a Benny.
I can use a Benny to get rid of that, can I?
You can if you
All
want.
right.
You could try to soak the damage.
I'm gonna use a Benny to get rid of those explosives.
You can't do that, but you can try to soak the damage once I give it to you.
Okay.
Let Vince give it to you, Jeff.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Jeff didn't pick up on that for all turns.
I know, right?
He's just so sad that his character's dying slowly.
He's just out of it.
Let's see. Jeff's toughness is a 6. Okay.
6 + 1. Coat.
No, it's 6. The 1 in parentheses means how much of armor you have. That's what it is.
Oh, hey, I have 2.
Yeah. So. Oh my God. 12. So that's 16 points
Should
of
I just
damage
do a mercy
total.
kill on Mike and just shoot him in the head and walk away?
I
Yeah.
grant you mercy.
So that is 16 points of damage. Now, you can soak that if you want to do a Benny. So basically, if you spend a Benny, you can roll a vigor check So your vigor die plus a d6, and you need to get some high successes here, buddy, for every wound, because you just got 1, 2. Basically, if you fail this roll without getting anything on it, Mike is dead. Like
We'll
what?
see.
And since this is a zombie game, Mike is essentially dead because he's going to get bitten.
I got a 4, and I got a 6 as a wild.
All right, so roll the. So both dice's top number. Okay, we roll the 6. That's the highest one.
Okay. I got an 8.
8 total.
Oh.
8 total.
Yeah, sorry, for a second I thought you rolled the d6.
I know. I was like, how'd you get a 8 on a d6?
That's a really good roll, Jeff.
He made up his own numbers on a d6. All right, so you soaked 2 of those wounds, which basically leaves you with just 2 wounds total.
Okay.
So
You're not
on
dead,
your character sheet, you'll see where it says wounds, it'll say 2. That's what you're going to be operating at.
Okay.
What does that do player-wise?
You'll get negatives on your rolls.
-2.
Yeah. So every time Jeff rolls anything, it's going to be -2 off his total number.
Until I heal up, right?
Yep. But Jeff, you are bitten on your arm.
Okay.
Okay. So zombies. Okay. We got those zombies out of the way. There's one still on the ground near Corey. Needs to attack. And a complete miss. In fact, that is a snake eyes. So the zombie he gets up to try to chomp at you, and you basically step to the side, trip him, and he falls out into the hallway near Dr. Noble's. Aww.
And bites Dr. Nobles.
No, he doesn't bite Dr. Noble. But it is your turns.
Mike is going to. He's not latched onto Mike, right?
No, he took a chunk right out of your arm, and you're like, ah! You're holding onto your arm like this with a. We'll say you slapped a cloth on it right away.
Okay. Well, Mike's going to
zombies
back
just
out of the
crying
room now.
Mike's gonna what?
Mike's going to back out of the room.
Mike
I don't
takes
think I
his.
can attack and move, right?
You can attack and move. It's fine. Or
Okay,
you could just
then-
take a double movement. It's up to you.
He's going to smack that zombie with the bat, then leave the room.
All right. Remember, you're -2, so
Yes.
give me your totals.
And double 5s, -2, 3.
3 total.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you completely miss with because you're using one arm more than likely. You're like, ugh.
I pull Petrov and leave the room.
And then you just basically like, you know what, out, and you kind of
I'm out. Nope.
you kind of leave the room. Go ahead, Dr. Nobles. You have one zombie on the floor in front of you. His head, he's kind of bleeding out of his head because he smashed it onto the ground.
Okay. And
Black
how close are
goo.
the other zombies to me? Are they within like swarm range on their next turn?
No, they would have to run twice to get to you at least. There's no one in immediate threat except for the one on the floor in front of you.
And there's 4 zombies total. The one in front of me and 3 that's on Petrov.
Well,
Okay.
Nobody's on Petrov.
nobody's on Petrov. There is 3 that were on Jeff. So
So seeing Mike run past me, kind of not okay. And now just again with the survival knife, this guy's also on the ground, stick him in the head again. So same shebang.
yes.
Exploded on the wild.
Yay!
5, 6, 7, but explode. So re-roll the wild when they explode, right?
Yes, sir.
5. So add all of that together then.
So you got a 6 and then you got a 5, so that's 11. Yes?
Right. I don't add the.
No, you
The
don't add the
fighting.
one that didn't explode. No.
Wait, so when you're attacking, thinking of them as 2 separate dice you're rolling. Think of it that way. And if they explode, well, okay, so you're rolling 2 dice. If they're different dies. You trying? I don't know how to explain it.
No,
otherwise.
I get it. The 6 out of the 8 isn't as high as take the 11. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's either or, not
Yeah.
both.
Okay, so
If they both roll highest, you're just taking the higher of the 2 die. If they're both even, just re-roll them both. So
okay, so does 11 hit this guy that's down?
yes, it does. That gives you a raise as well. So go ahead and you get an extra d6 to your damage.
All right. $16 total.
16 total. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that zombie is crunch. You right in the head crunch, and you basically he stops moving.
The doctor's scary with a scalpel, or in this case, a combat knife.
Petrov.
How close are the
Kneecap 'em and
zombies
fall back.
to me? Well, how far away from the door am I? Where are the zombies, you know?
So
You know Petrov's gonna run.
you basically took 2 steps into the room, so you're about 10 feet away from the door. To your left are the zombies on the ground. They could possibly get up and get to you within a step of movement. And then you saw
How
the
far away
doctor.
is my gun?
You can't find it. The room is dark. But you do have the
I have
other
a
spare
flashlight.
gun, remember?
That's true.
You just need to load the magazine clip now.
They stood up.
Yeah. I will step out of the room and load my new gun
Okay, so that's your complete movement there.
behind Dr. Nope.
Everyone's going behind the doctor.
He's got
I am
this,
l-
man. He's just been taking him out like nothing.
Mike has a legitimate excuse. Petrov.
Petrov has to load his
Petrov.
gun.
I still like that fact that I'm the doctor, and I think I have one of the higher kill counts in this party.
Well, your whole martial arts thing gives you a good advantage when you're doing hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah. All right, so the zombies come charging through the door, but they're unable to attack because it's too much of a movement for them. Back around the table. Jeff, what are you doing now? You're bleeding? You're holding your arm? Are you hiding it or...
Well, obviously I'm not hiding it because we know that bites don't cause zombie it. But how do you say zombification?
Zombification.
The infection.
Yeah. But I do check my wounds. I back up more and check my wounds for any signs of infection.
Yeah, it's the fever and the blood loss. You know, from the bites. Anyway, we've seen my symptoms when I was bitten.
all those episodes of Steven's character freaking out and
Actually, I
Steven
would-
freaking out, wondering if his character was going to survive or not.
Another
I'm thinking
character
of a
deciding to put a bullet in my head because if I was going to survive, yeah.
It would be a pretty big chunk for 2 wound, right?
Hmm?
It would be the bite out of my arm.
Oh,
It'd
it's
be
a very significant chunk in your arm, yeah.
So yeah, I would try to stop the bleeding first.
Go ahead and give me I believe it's healing.
Okay.
Not survival. Do a quick medical field wound.
Healing. It's actually a
Healing.
skill.
Oh wait, yeah, there is.
Let's see. I got a 6 on my wild.
Okay.
So
Give me your final number.
9 is my final
9.
number.
All right. So you do enough that you can. So you wrap it on your turn, and you kind of put a tourniquet on your arm with a belt that you have, so it stops the bleeding for now. But you're gonna definitely have to have the doctor look at it when this is all said and done, so he
Okay.
can fix it. So you stop the bleeding for now, and you covered up the wound enough that it won't get infected at the moment.
Okay.
Steven, your turn. There are 3 zombies approaching you.
All right. I think because everybody who plays this is a nerd, so they may forgive me for wanting to do this. I'm wanting to shoot the shotgun in the direction of the zombies to push them back enough so that we can get out and... Because shotgun spreads, right? I mean, that's the whole point of it.
If you have buckshots, yeah.
Oh, what kind of shot do I have?
Probably slug, but
I mean, if I have slug, then no, but I was...
we never declared, so if you want to have if you want the buckshot now, that's what you're going to have going forward.
Dragon fire. You have dragon fire.
Slugs are more effective.
Definitely.
Buckshot's just kind of useful circumstantially. Okay, never mind. Then the closest zombie, what I can do is shoot that one in the head. Hopefully, if the zombies are like right next to each other, they won't react, but maybe the body knocking him back might slow it down. I'm trying to get out while buying enough time and maybe taking one with me, and then we're gonna close this freaking door behind me. So, all that aside, shooting a zombie with a shotgun and then falling back.
See what you got.
Explosion on the D4. Not great on the D6. What's a double explosion?
You keep rolling
Just keep
until
rolling?
Yeah.
Roll them both.
That's 3 explosions. And then a 1. So
you missed.
4, 8, 12, 13 on the shot.
You did so well, you missed.
13, so you got 1. Okay.
I rolled 4, 4, 4, then a 1.
Okay. You got an extra D6 added onto your damage.
Nice. All right, shotgun does 3d6 anyway, so that's 4d6.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 14 points of damage.
Yeah, you blow off the top half of his body because that's enough. Yeah, that's 1 damage. Yeah, okay, so you blow off his head and pieces of him go flying, but it does not enough to knock them back. They're still reaching the doorway, coming towards you. You
Like I
still have
said-
a movement. You can run back.
Oh yeah, I don't feel like getting eaten like Mike, so
So you
I'm
start
in
heading
the-
down. You start heading down the hallway.
So you're saying you don't want to be like Mike?
no. So yeah, I'm gonna put some space between me and them,
Okay, you're heading back towards the conference room.
where I'm with the other two. Yeah.
They did not go. Well, Jeff kind of just went behind you. Steve,
Yeah.
Corey went
Well,
behind you.
I moved back further. When I
Basically, everybody just went right behind you, Steven.
I was about to say, we walked into this room.
You never walked into it.
No,
you stayed outside.
you stayed outside the room. They
did
walked
kind
into the
of.
room. Yeah.
Because I had to go in to kill that one. So I'm like near the very front of where the thing is. So in that sense, these two should be outside the room then, or at the very least by the door where I could push them the frick out of the door and then close the door behind me.
Yeah, unfortunately, you used your movement to do what you just did. So
Oh, well then I'll just move past
you
them
basically
outside.
blew one of them apart, and then you said you were going to run backwards. Not literally, but you're going to go backwards.
There's not a defensive stance or anything like that in this.
There is
instead.
defensive stance. You can use it, but you might as well just take it to move backwards.
Okay, that's what I'll do then.
Yeah, as you turn around, there you can see Jeff holding his arm with the tourniquet on it, and then you see Corey's character right behind you as well. They just basically ran out the room and went right behind you.
I had to load my gun.
All right,
Oh,
Corey, you're
Mike
done
didn't go
loading your gun.
behind you. Mike went past you.
You're done loading your gun, so it is your turn. There are 2 zombies. You can take multiple attacks if you want. It'll just give you a -1.
Can I close the door on them?
No, because they're breaching the door.
All right. I will try to shoot both of them. In the head.
-1.
Well,
-1. You get,
just -1 to my total, right?
yeah.
All right. Oh, that's an explosion. -1, 10.
Okay. Roll one more time.
Oh.
Roll the the exact same because you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it
yeah.
twice. So
I'm doing 2 attacks, so
yeah,
that's 7.
7. All right, both of them do hit. So go ahead and roll your damage for the first one.
7 for the first one.
Okay. And what about the second one?
And 7 for the second one, but at different numbers. Huh.
Different combination of numbers.
Yeah, 5 and 2 versus 4 and 3.
So Petrov, while looking cool, puts a couple bullets into the zombies, and they still continue moving forward.
But then he runs back behind Dr. Nobles because he gets to move also.
Yes. So everybody's doing a whole like leapfrog, going behind one another. and-
It's military, right? He shoots and he falls back. He shoots and he falls back. That's what
we're
you're
doing the old
supposed to do.
British rifleman thing.
yeah, pretty
Yes.
much, but just backwards instead of going forward. Is
I believe they're called volleys.
that what they're called? Oh, okay. So the zombie will basically start running towards you guys, but not have enough movement to get to either one of you. So back around to you guys again.
Mr. Bleed Out.
Yeah, Jeff, you're down to using one arm really at this point. So what do you want to do?
Well, it's okay. He can use a 9mm with one arm.
But you're using your left hand. And you're right-handed, so I don't
He's
care.
a mechanic. He can use both hands. He's ambidextrous.
That's actually something you have to take. So
I know. So I still get a -2, right?
yep.
Pain driving you mad.
I got a 6 in one of my rolls. So
Okay.
6 and 10. Minus
10?
2, 8.
8. All right. Well, that's enough to hit. Go ahead and give me your damage. That gives you
Okay.
one raise, so I can add an extra d6. I'm sorry, because that's an 8.
So it's 3d6. Okay. Let's roll this sucker. I got a 5, a 6, a 1, and a 3. So 6, 3, 1. 1 explosive.
Just give me the total.
So that's 12 total.
12. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. So you, boom, blast. You just knock one down, and you see his head is bleeding out the back, which means you hit him right in the head.
And he backs up. Dude.
You go behind the doctor, which goes behind Corey. You go
I go behind Petrov, which is behind the doctor.
Yeah, leapfrog. Steven, it's your turn.
One zombie left.
Yes, one zombie left.
All right, let me check. Because we do count ammo in this game, right?
Yes, we do.
Then I am officially out of shotgun shells.
Aw.
No, you have one left, Stephen. Remember? You
You
have
check
one
all
left.
your pockets.
Yes.
No, Steven plays fair, unlike some other people.
Hey, I play fair. I just haven't been marking off my shots, but I have
I've only
4
used-
clips, so I don't
I've
think
only
the
used
3
2
shots I've done
shots.
count.
That's why he was using the bat until they bit him.
The bullets
so-
all disappear.
I'll have to fight this guy hand to hand. And since it's only one in the chance of getting swarmed,
You
No.
won't get swarmed now because there's only one.
so I'll use fighting and with my knife to try and, stab him in the head again. But this
Alright.
time, so D8 and a D6. How the hell did I just lose my dice? Oh, 7 and a 5. So 7 is the fighting.
All right, that is enough to get a hit. Go for your damage.
Explosion this time. So
Does damage explode?
Yeah.
Oh.
well, one did.
Yep.
6,
If the dice max number, just roll it again.
Damn.
Fift-
I would have done more damage
fif-
then.
15 damage.
15 damage, so that's 1, 2, 3.
I'm almost more dangerous with a combat knife than a shotgun.
All right, Steven, you do enough damage, you go right in the skull. You hear, and the zombie goes bump on the ground as you slaughter him right in the head. And
Quick
that's all the
cursor-
time we have this week.
Yay!
Good job, Doctor. Good job. You save us all. Good job.
I'm Vince, not sitting with.
Dr. Death, aka Dr. David Nobles, played by Steven.
You're playing Mike, the mechanic, Van Car.
Bleeding.
Corey playing Petrov Karansky.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.